Imagine a world plunged into darkness. How would you cope? Suddenly, the hum of the refrigerator stops, the comforting glow of the television vanishes, and the room is swallowed by an eerie silence. This isn't a scene from a dystopian novel. This is a very real possibility that could occur due to a major power outage. The reasons for such a blackout are numerous and diverse. Natural disasters such as devastating hurricanes, violent earthquakes, or colossal solar flares could disrupt the power grid. On the other hand, man-made issues like cyber attacks or simple infrastructure failures could also lead to a widespread blackout. Even the threat of an electromagnetic pulse, or EMP, which could disable electronics, is a chilling possibility. Now imagine this blackout isn't just for a few hours, but days, weeks, or even months. The immediate effects on your daily life would be profound. No lights, no refrigerator preserving your food, no heat or air conditioning to maintain a comfortable temperature in your home. The internet, your window to the world, would be gone, leaving you isolated. Banking services would be disrupted, making it hard to access your money. Fuel stations would be out of service, limiting your mobility. Even grocery stores would struggle to operate without power for their fridges or electronic payment systems. In such a scenario, being unprepared could lead to dire consequences. But don't panic just yet. The first step to surviving a power outage is understanding the risks and preparing accordingly. It's about securing your basic needs: food, water, heat, light, and learning how to adapt to a life without electricity. It's about being ready for any season, be it the blistering heat of summer or the freezing cold of winter. Facing the darkness ahead may seem daunting, but remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the potential causes and impacts of a major power outage, you're already one step ahead in the survival game. And as we journey through this series, we'll arm you with the strategies and tools you need to not just survive, but live in the face of darkness. The first step to surviving a power outage is understanding the risks and preparing accordingly. What happens when the lights go out? This question isn't meant to scare you, but to prepare you. When the power goes out, the immediate effects are often the most jarring. The comforting hum of electricity suddenly silenced, the familiar glow of screens and lights snuffed out. Our modern lives are built on a foundation of electricity, and when that foundation crumbles, even for a short time, it can feel like the world has turned upside down. Consider your daily life. How much of it relies on power? From the moment you wake, you're interacting with electrically powered devices. Your alarm clock, your coffee maker, your refrigerator preserving your food, your shower heater, your smartphone, your computer, and the list goes on. But let's focus on the essentials. The loss of light can be disorienting, especially if the power goes out at night. Suddenly, you're navigating your home in the dark. A space that was familiar a moment ago now feels completely foreign. Your refrigerator and freezer stop working, putting your food supply at risk. If the power outage lasts for more than a few hours, perishable items could spoil. This is why having a supply of non-perishable foods is crucial. Heating and cooling systems are often reliant on electricity too. In the dead of winter or the height of summer, a power outage can turn your home into an icebox or an oven. Then there's the loss of communication. Without power, your television, radio, and internet access may be cut off, leaving you isolated from the outside world and potentially vital information. And let's not forget about water. Many of us rely on electric pumps for our water supply. Without power, these pumps may fail, leaving you without access to clean running water. The initial shock of a power outage can be overwhelming, but understanding what to expect can make it easier to cope. When the lights go out, it's not the end of the world, it's just a different world, one that requires a different set of skills and preparations. But don't worry, we're here to help you navigate this new world. Preparation is key to surviving a prolonged power outage. It's not just about having a stash of canned goods and bottled water, though those are important. It's about considering every facet of your life that's affected by electricity and finding a way to make it work without the power grid. Let's start with your emergency kit. This should include water and non-perishable food, certainly, but think beyond that. Do you have a manual can opener? How about a way to cook that food? A camping stove or a barbecue grill could be invaluable when the power's out. Next, consider your light sources. Candles are a classic choice, but they can be a fire hazard if not used carefully. Flashlights are a safer option, and headlamps can free up your hands for other tasks. Don't forget to stock up on batteries. Solar lights are another excellent choice, especially if you have a yard or balcony where they can charge during the day. Heat can be a major concern as well, particularly in colder climates. A wood-burning stove or fireplace can keep you warm, but you'll need a good stockpile of wood. Portable propane heaters are another option, but remember to use them in a well-ventilated area to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Cooking without power is another challenge. A gas stove might still work without electricity, but a camping stove or barbecue grill can also do the trick. Remember to stock up on fuel for whichever option you choose. Last, but certainly not least, consider entertainment. Without electricity, you won't have your usual digital distractions. Books, board games, and other non-electronic activities can help keep morale high and stave off boredom. With the right preparation, you can ensure that you and your loved ones stay safe and comfortable, even without electricity. It's about more than just surviving, it's about maintaining a semblance of normalcy in the face of adversity, so start preparing now, because when the lights go out, you'll be ready. Adapting to life without traditional power means exploring alternative power sources. It's not just about survival, but about creating a sustainable lifestyle in a world without electricity. Let's take a look at some of the most viable options, starting with solar panels. These are a fantastic renewable source of energy, harnessing the sun's power to generate electricity. The pros? They're sustainable, produce no emissions, and once installed, they're relatively low maintenance. But there are downsides too. They rely on sunlight, so they're less effective in cloudy weather or during short winter days. Plus, the initial setup costs can be high, and you'll need a battery system to store power for use during the night. Next, generators. These are a more traditional alternative, running on fuels like gasoline, diesel, or propane. Generators can provide a substantial amount of power and are a reliable option if fuel is readily available. However, they're noisy, produce emissions, and require regular maintenance. And remember, they're reliant on fuel, which may become scarce in a prolonged power outage. Lastly, wind turbines. These harness the power of the wind to generate electricity. Like solar panels, they're renewable and produce no emissions, but they also have their downsides. Wind turbines need a consistent wind speed to be effective, so they're not suited to all locations. Plus, they can be noisy and require a significant upfront investment. So, how do you integrate these into your home safely? First, get professional advice. Each of these options has its own safety considerations, from correct installation to ongoing maintenance. You'll also need to consider how to store the power you generate. Batteries are the most common solution, but they need to be managed carefully to prevent overcharging or discharging, which can be dangerous. Alternative power sources can provide a lifeline during a prolonged power outage. By understanding the pros and cons of each, you can make an informed decision about the best solution for your situation. Remember, it's not just about surviving, it's about adapting and creating a sustainable lifestyle in a world plunged into darkness. Water is life. But what happens when the taps run dry? In a world without electricity, the simple turn of a faucet may no longer yield the life-giving substance we so often take for granted. You see, without power, water pumps may fail, affecting both supply and sanitation. It's a sobering thought, but fear not, for with preparation and knowledge you can secure a safe water supply and manage waste without traditional plumbing. Now let's talk about securing water. Rainwater harvesting is one of the most effective methods. Rainwater is typically pure, and with the right collection and filtration system, it can be an excellent source of drinking water. You can use a simple barrel to collect water from your roof's downspouts, or install a more complex system with filters to purify the water for drinking. Another potential water source is groundwater, accessed via hand pumps or wells. However, it's important to note that groundwater must be purified before drinking, as it can contain harmful bacteria and other contaminants. Now, on to sanitation. Without electricity, traditional plumbing may fail, making waste management a challenge. Composting toilets can be a lifesaver in these situations. They're an effective and safe way to manage human waste without the need for water or sewage systems. These toilets use natural processes to break down waste into compost that can be used as soil for non-edible plants. Don't forget about hygiene. Regular hand washing is crucial to prevent disease, but without running water, this can be a challenge. Consider keeping a supply of alcohol-based hand sanitizers or wet wipes, and remember to ration your water wisely for drinking, cooking, and cleaning. In conclusion, managing water and sanitation is crucial to maintaining health and hygiene during a power outage. It may not be glamorous, but it's essential to survival. Remember, preparation is key. With the right knowledge and tools, you can ensure a safe water supply and effective waste management. even when the taps run dry. Living without electricity is about more than just enduring discomfort. It's a significant shift in how we live, how we meet our basic needs, and how we keep ourselves and those we care about safe and secure. As we've explored in this video, preparation is a crucial part of surviving a world without electricity. We've taken a deep dive into the reasons why the lights might go out, from natural disasters to infrastructure failures. Understanding these potential threats is the first step in your preparation journey. It's not just about anticipating the worst, but about arming yourself with knowledge and strategies to face whatever comes your way. The immediate impact of a power outage can be jarring. Suddenly, we're plunged into a world without lights, without refrigeration, without heating or cooling, and potentially without access to our bank accounts, the internet, or fuel stations. But even amidst these challenges, remember that preparation can make the difference between panic and peace of mind. We've also discussed the importance of preparing for the long haul. We've covered the essentials of an emergency kit, items like water, food supplies, alternative light sources, and heating options. These are not just supplies, they're lifelines in a world without power. But surviving long-term means more than just stocking up on essentials. It's about adapting to a new way of life. We've explored alternative power sources like solar panels, generators, and wind turbines, each with their own set of pros and cons. These aren't just luxuries, they're potential game changers in a long-term power outage. Water and sanitation, two cornerstones of modern life, can become major challenges without electricity. Techniques like rainwater harvesting and compost toilets aren't just about convenience. They're about safety, hygiene, and sustainability when traditional plumbing fails. But remember, this video is just the beginning. Your journey to becoming fully prepared continues from here. It's a journey that requires thought, planning, and action. It's a journey that must start today, because when the lights go out, it's those who are prepared who have the upper hand. So, let's take this journey together. Found this guide useful? Like, subscribe, and share this video to help others get prepared. The more prepared we all are, the better we can face the darkness together. Your thoughts and tips are valuable too, so drop them in the comments below. Let's turn this into a community of preparedness. A community ready to face whatever comes our way. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, the dark only wins if you're not ready. Like, subscribe, and share this video to help others get prepared. Drop your thoughts and any tips you have in the comments below.